Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Got another Destiny 2 video for you all today. This one's going to be on the new ornament for Phoenix Protocol called Phoenixfall. You can pick this up in Eververse this week down here at the Bright Dust tab. It's going to be in the second slot. It's 1500 Bright Dust, and I think it's a steal. You should definitely pick it up. It's one of the best looking ornaments in the entire game in my opinion, and right now at least it's my favorite Warlock ornament. I just want to show you a bit on some shaders that look good on it, some fan favorites. You know, everyone always wants to know, oh, how does this shader look? But just real quick, the default exotic, it's a good exotic, but it looks trash. It looks super bad. Shaders barely affect like any of it. It affects like 50%. You have this skirt padding is always that like gold. This whole band here in the middle is always gold. These cords and wires are always orange. Not good. The other ornament for it is better. You still have a lot of this stuff that doesn't shade at all, but it's mostly like gold and red, which you can kind of theme around. There's some shaders that work with that. But the default, it's really hard to make a set that looks good with it. This new ornament, Phoenixfall, fantastic. It's got a really, really unique look, which I think is the biggest boon for it, because a lot of ornaments kind of just are like, oh, you know, it's that exotic, a little bit different, but this is almost like a total transformation. It's like a really cool, sorry, in League of Legends it'd be like a ultimate skin, you know, it's a total just eye catcher. It looks great. Even the default shader for it is really good. I haven't found a shader that matches this exactly. Something like Bitter Pearl is just all white. So not something you want if you wanted that shiny look. Gambit Chrome kind of works. It's a lot brighter than the default look, and you have these white bits here that don't quite match. The closest I've found is Iron Bone, and it's going to be kind of the same look all around, just it's a lot more shiny, as you can see here. The default's a lot duller. Easier on the eyes for some, unless you want to stand out as a big shining bird, which you might want. And that's easier to match, you know, with the rest of your armor. If we go here. Even that doesn't look bad. But just if you're trying to match with the default shader, it's a bit hard because I haven't found anything that matches exactly. We'll just go through some fan favorites here. We already saw Bitter Pearl. Mistophosphor doesn't have any of the animated effects because there's no green on it, because there's no cloth. And that's the same for something like Corrective Protective. There's none of the green cloth look because there's no cloth on it. It's all metal, which is unique for a Warlock exotic for sure. Testudo looks really good. Amatura looks great. Abyssinian Gold is a cool look. Cryptic Insignia has this really nice pearlescent effect there on the shoulders. Lawful Neutral is just a cool kind of muted look. Horizon Blush looks pretty great on everything, and that's no exception here. Carbon Blood is a really cool kind of like black armory look. I've always really loved the red on Carbon Fiber, or Carbon Blood. Looks great. And then you have that matte black, which just looks fantastic. You use something cool with like Envious Touch, has the cool pattern on it, and that looks pretty interesting here. Carminica looks good. I've always liked Carminica's black a lot on metal, that like glossy look, but the red's patterning on it I've never been a fan of, so that's always thrown me off of Carminica, and so I'm not a big fan of it in particular. Gambit Jadestone looks good if you want to highlight those glows on the armor. Darkwater Froth has a really cool blue and silver look that isn't super obvious, it's a bit muted. There was a blue here, this one. If you want a full blue, shiny, glossy look, Dawning Elegance is the one for you. Here's Gambit Emerald, looks super good. actually makes like the chest piece look like it's made out of emerald here. Like it's a really great effect. Fantastic on this piece. Skelegal, fan favorite again, looks great. Iron moss bone, oxide. If you want iridescent coral, if you want to look like a peacock and just really stand out, looks good. As we saw, iron bone makes you super shiny. Amethyst veil, Metro Shift's brother, looks great. That black and silver look. Here's iron gold if you want a gold look. Bloody Tooth isn't as popular as I think it should be. That black and red is really nice together, and I'm a sucker for glossy blacks like this, so definitely one of my favorites. Here we've got the Black Armory suite of shaders. They're all top notch. Here's some of the Dreaming City shaders. Dreaming Spectrum's really interesting because the whole thing's gonna be that like bone look, and that's really interesting for some sets. And I think just having the whole piece as one color is interesting with that like white. Blue Shift Dreams looks really good, and I think it's one of the better armor pieces for the shader itself because you still have that silver, and then the rest of it is all animated. Really good look. Again, there's so many shaders that look fantastic on this. It's kind of hard to even go through them all. Tangled Bronze gives it that really cool, like, whole thing is rusted look. Now we have those Vex shaders. Precursor Vex Chrome, fantastic. Mercury Vex Chrome, great. Descendant, ooh, just superb. All that like rusted copper look looks great. Super fantastic on this piece. Callus's Shadow. Here we go, Metro Shift. Great as always. Can't go wrong with Metro Shift. And then I found a lot of shaders, like black and white shaders, that look good. Especially these Dead Orbit shaders. Not the camo, because it just makes the whole thing camo. But Dead Orbit's Fate is really good as a black and white. And then if you have Gift of the Nine, looks really good too. You have that kind of pearlescent effect on the black that I'm not a big fan of, but looks great nonetheless. Dead Orbit Resurrection, a really nice black and white. Looks super clean. Monochromatic's really good too. I don't like the carbon fiber effect that it has, so that's always thrown me off of the shader. But if you have it and that's all you have, definitely do it. It's not bad by any means. It's like my nitpick is I don't like the carbon fiber pattern. Boreal Char isn't really seen as a black and white, but it's pretty close. As you can see, the white's kind of an off-white, but looks good nonetheless. And then Jacarina doesn't have any of the blue, so you have this just stark black and white that looks really good. And then you have the blue is going to be on the glow instead of the actual armor piece itself. So that is what I was running just for the preview. Where'd it go? Whatever, here, go back. Boom. So this is full Jacarina. I think just looks really, really good. It's a really nice black and white scheme that's super clean, super sleek. Looks fantastic. I think that's gonna do it. I think we've gone over like all the major shaders. Hopefully I've helped you decide if you want to purchase this or not. I'm advising you that you should. I think it's a super good ornament. Even if you hate the exotic, I think just for the fashion alone, this thing is worth it. It's worth equipping that exotic for. This thing is incredible. I think that's gonna do it, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Dislike it if you want. I don't think YouTube cares about dislikes anymore. Comment down below if there's any other ornaments you want me to check out, any other weapons, builds. I'm doing some Witch Queen prep right now for the day 1 raid, trying to get everyone up to snuff with that, and picking out weapons to use. Yeah, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of that. And that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you all have a nice day. See you next time.